Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekly reading vlog. So it's Monday evening. I'm starting this new vlog. I just finished the other one. I haven't been reading as much as I wanted the last 2 days, but it's fine. I am currently trying to finish a sleigh that's on my reader. I'm over halfway through, maybe 60%. This should be easy to finish. I am going to focus on that this evening and tomorrow morning as well. I do want to get some editing done tomorrow, not this evening because I haven't read yet and I do want to read. Anyways, uh, so yeah, I'm gonna try and focus on that. I am attending Bonnie sprints at the moment, and then for the rest of the week, I am doing my end of the month reading rush challenge. I haven't announced this one yet, and I don't think I really will for now because I have so much to deal with. It's been tough. These Mondays are so tough. Yeah, I end up sleeping way too much. And then comes Monday and I'm not ready for my Monday morning. And I have like a full day, 5 periods with my students and all, and I keep like running around all day long and it's intense. So yeah, it's been like that for the last 3 Mondays. This week should be a little bit lighter though, because I do have like two, like one afternoon off, and the other one, it's a teacher's training day, and I am going to work from home during that afternoon. I have training during the morning, and the afternoon I'm gonna do some more planning, and I have a lot of music sheet to write that I'm gonna do at home. So I should have a little bit more time here, should be able to do some more reading as well, and it should do some good having that time. So, yeah. I'm going to try to edit as much as possible this week. We'll see how it goes. Right now, today was not a great day. My husband wasn't having a good day either. So I had to step up in stuff that I normally don't have to step up in, but it's fine. I'm kind of tired, honestly. It is late. I'm usually sleeping at this hour. It's now 9:15, so it's fine. I'm gonna read and see how much time I can manage to read, and then edit tomorrow morning. See how that goes and read some more before I leave for work. And yeah, I do need to go to the mechanic for my car because the brakes are very damaged. And it's becoming a bit of an emergency. So I'm hoping that tomorrow morning I'll be able to see the mechanic when it opens before school and get a quick appointment. So yeah, that's pretty much my week. I do want to try after Slay. I do want to finish the Kingdom of Copper, and Aristotle and Dante discovers the secrets of the universe because that's for me, which is on my reader as well. So that would be 2 books. I should be able to manage that this week. And if I do have a bit of luck and manage to read more than I think I can, I'll try to start Song of Rights and Ruin, and or which is Steeped in Gold, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, one day at a time. On that note, I'm gonna get some water because I am dehydrated and I need the water. So, see you in a bit.
Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, put your silence to the fear, and you deserve it. You deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go, now your seeds can grow. up the phone, little darling, I got a bit to say. I'm speaking from the heart, I pray it doesn't ricochet. I know you got his up, distance makes it hard enough. I hope that I can ask for you to listen, man, this part is tough. I sent a message and maybe you didn't get it yet. When you have a second, you should check it, swear you won't regret it. I'm stepping out of a meeting, a big amount's where it's leading. I'll make you proud in proceedings, we'll hit the town in the evening, darling. And then it's time for us to celebrate. Pop some vino, we know we celebrate. Hello, mate, enjoy the ride and spend for something real nice. Cause every dream I've ever had, you helped me realize. No matter how much of a stretch I guess it feels like, no matter how left field, you make it feel right. You believed it could be real beyond the surface. In your eyes I saw that I was worth it. Perfect.
Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, but to silence to the fear. And you deserve it, you deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go, now your seeds can grow. Imagine that, you deserve it now.
And may I say that I never take for granted the lady that I make my plans with daily. Maybe one day shapes the planet with no way to even say it in my native language. Sharing everything I feel for you, I gotta give the praise in Spanish. Mariposa, you and I couldn't be any closer. You make me breathe like a bean of heavy smoker. When we get married, we will be ready for what the world will bring. We're Birmingham if they had buddied up. Lawrence and LaRousse, it was a cruise, so much to do, so now we run amok. Your laser focus shapes my ruthless execution. My elocution takes your train of thought to resolution. Now I'm never wanting you, holding back from a benefit, and anyone supporting you will assent with the sentiment. I'm with you every step of the way. Blessings and curses through my eyes every second. You're worth it. Perfect.
Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, but to silence to the fear. And you deserve it, you deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go, now your seeds can grow. Imagine that, you deserve it now. Hey, try to let it go, leave it down the road. If it's weighing heavy on your soul, try to let it go. Try to let it go, yeah. Try to let it go. Either way it goes, don't let it weigh heavy on your soul. Try to let it go. Try to let it go, yeah. Take a look into the mirror, following your heart, but to silence to the fear. And you deserve it, you deserve it. Rainy season's gonna go, now your seeds can grow.
Hey everyone, so I just wanted to check in. This afternoon I don't have any classes. I'm not teaching. I have an afternoon off every 10 days. So it's today. And I'm making use of this day this afternoon actually, to do my final exam for one of my accounting class. So I'm getting ready to get all of that done. I'm a little bit stressed because I only have like 3 hours. Once you click the start button, you have 3 hours from there to start and finish the exam. So yeah, I'm a little bit stressed, but it's fine. It's fine. I did want to talk to you about Slay, which I did finish yesterday, and I'm very, very happy with that. I gave it a 5-star. I was surprised with one of the twists. I was expecting something like that, but I was still surprised. I just really enjoy what this author did with this book. It's such an important book to read, especially for people who are not Black, because it talks about a lot of microaggressions, and it's just there's just so many. And sometimes, I mean, you do need to be open to that, but I feel like there's so many things that you can learn from it without the book being very moralizing. Is that a word? I would say that in French. I'm not sure if it's a word in English, but yeah, it's not like you need to do that. This is how you're supposed to act and blah, blah, blah. And it's I feel like it was really brilliantly done. It was very frustrating. I was in and out of this book all the time because I was so frustrated by the microaggressions. Ugh, it was intense. There was a lot. And when you think things are going well, and then you have then bad surprises, um, and things aren't going as well as you thought they would. But yeah, I really appreciated what this book did, and I strongly recommend this book because yeah, the microaggressions were making it hard to root for all of the characters around our main character, which I did love. I loved her personality, but I was still frustrated that she had to go through all of that and that she was a little bit insecure. But and she does have her growth through the book, which I do appreciate. And it really did read as a proper YA, which I cannot praise enough because I do read a lot of YA where teens act like adults and think like adults and take decisions like adults, and that is not the real world. Teens' brains do function differently, so it's just normal that they wouldn't make the same decisions. I found that this was very, very accurate for the age of the characters. So I really appreciated that as well. So yeah, basically, the world was fun. The gaming world was really cool. I loved how it integrated all of the Black culture stuff into this one game. I thought it was wonderful. So yeah, it read really quickly. If you aren't pulled in and out like I was, it can read very quickly. So, and even if it's very frustrating, it's not that big trauma type of book. So it's something a little bit lighter, not that much, but a little bit lighter. And it does have a happy ending. I'll just say that. It's not as dark as it could have been. I was expecting a little bit more about like the murder mystery stuff. It's there, but it's not as present as I thought it would be. I thought that our main character would be really involved with that, or the police would get involved, and our character would be interviewed or something like that, questioned. But that's not the case. I was expecting that, but it's not the case. But I'm not mad about it. I really liked where it went. So 5 stars. Yay. Started to open Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe yesterday, just after finishing Slay. But I fell asleep very, very quickly on it. So I didn't really make progress. I will do some reading a little bit later during the evening. My son does want to go to the library, so I'm gonna try to do that. But it's like already 2:45, so I don't know when I'm gonna finish this exam. So I might not go today. I might just go tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow it's a teacher's training day, so I have a training during the morning, and then in the afternoon I'm gonna be working from home. I have a lot of music sheets to write down, so I'll be working on that and try to do some other stuff as well, some reading and all of that. I did do the groceries before coming here today, so that's dealt with. Hopefully this goes well and that I don't need the full 3 hours to finish everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go on with the exam, stop delaying it, and I'll catch you up with some reading later. There's 2 days left for the end of the month reading rush challenge. Hopefully I can finish this book in 2 days. It's 400 pages, but like e-pages, so 200 e-pages per day is very doable. So I should be able to manage that one. This will make it a total of 4 books this month. So I'll be on track for my reading goals. Like so far, so good. Everything's good. I'll see you later.
Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course, keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times. Even with that, has it ever felt right? I swear that this has happened every moment. Can I just be honest? just to get a space, 'cause I wanna believe that. Ooh, I get lost, you go with your day. Slowly get closer, but you're moving away. I know it's just a recap, but I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Maybe it's time to get home. Think that it's going a little too far, even after all the white noise. Oh, I still wanted to restart. Give all you're taking my time. It feels like I'm patiently waiting in line. So can we ever have another moment? Can you just be honest? I was only wondering if maybe we can take it to a different conversation. Things will get uncomfortable, but only if we make it. I just wanna say that. Still, you'd rather take it all back. Although you are sunlight, you stay in the shade. I'm that side of the corner just to get a space, 'cause I wanna believe that. Ooh, I get lost, you go with your day. Slowly getting closer, but you're moving away. I know it's just a recap, but I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Bring it back, bring it back. 'Cause I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Bring it back, bring it back. Oh, I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Bring it back, bring it back. 'Cause I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back. Bring it back, bring it back. For you are sunlight, you stay in the shade. I'm dancing at a corner just to get space, 'cause I wanna believe that. Ooh, I get lost, you go with your day. Slowly getting closer, but you're moving away. I know it's just a recap, but I'm sure you'll never see that. Rather take it all back.
There's something about the way you draw me close. There's something about this love that keeps me warm. You brighten up even the gloomy days, and we'll light a fire and never move from this place. There's something about you, something about you, I will never lose you. Something about you, choose you, I will always choose you.
Hey everyone, so it's now time for update. It's Saturday, 1 o'clock of the afternoon. I haven't slept yet. I came back home like right after my shift. I did stop by the grocery store for a couple of things, but that was very, very quick. Came back here. I did try to do my TBR for April because it's April 1st, and I don't do the whole April Fool's things. I hate it. I hated it when I was a kid, and I hated it as an adult. I am so glad that we don't have school today because I hate that part. I know kids love it. I hate it. Anyways, I hate being fooled. I hate being in that position. But yeah, anyways, I did my April TBR. I don't have time to film today. Laba! I won't have time to film today, my TBR and my wrap up, so I'll do that tomorrow. I'll have more time. And then I did do try to take care. What are you doing? Yes. Couchez là. Couchez. Couchez. Assis. Okay. I did try. What are you doing? I did try to do a little bit of accounting because I just registered my own shop to this new software, accounting software. Oh, baby. It's mostly because if I'm going to do accounting for other companies, people usually use that software, and it's apparently very user friendly. So I registered. It's fine. I'm happy with that, with using it for my own company as well. But I'm not very familiar with it, and I am starting my accounting services, bookkeeping actually more than accounting services very, very, very soon, which is like next week. I'm launching everything next Saturday. So I do need everything to get ready to I do need to have everything ready and like kind of be familiar with the actual app. It's an online app, but anyways, with the actual software. So, and they do offer some tutorials or like online free classes. And so yeah, I was trying to go through that stuff, and it was a little bit complicated, but anyways, I managed to do that. One of the video I clicked on was like 55 minutes, and there's no way to speed it up twice the speed. So yeah, I'm gonna do that a little bit later, not now. I am tired, and I am going to go to bed afterwards. So I brought you here because I am going to give you a glimpse of my April TBR, and I'm trying to vary the different settings I film. So, and I did vacuum this morning, so it's now very clean for me to sit on the floor. But yeah, I only have like these two last books that are not on my TBR, but I'm just realizing that Elatsue could actually fit for one of the prompts for the magical readathon. So maybe I will include it. We'll see, but not Sherlock Holmes. Actually, so yeah, this month I am going to be participating in the magical readathon, and it's my first time participating, so I had to build my character and all of that stuff. It was a little bit complicated, and it took me quite a while to try to understand how everything worked and read every document and everything to just really get into the world and the how it works. So yeah, I made my character. I got the guild. I chose what I wanted to do with it, and eventually it gives you prompts. I kept Daudey as my character's name because it's my channel's name, and I didn't want to make things complicated. I didn't want to look for names, so I just chose that. The guild is Mind Walker, and the calling is Illusionist Rogue. So that's what I'm going with. So 3 prompts, which is not too bad. I actually was expecting way more prompts, so I'm kind of happy with that. And those 3 prompts, I wasn't sure I was going to find any books that fit, but I actually managed to find a lot that fit those prompts. So I'm really happy with that. I won't be talking about them here because obviously, well, you have the titles. I'll go into more details on my with my TBR video. I will be trying to do this last night shift. It went really well, and I finished very early. There wasn't a lot of people at the hotel. We are doing repairs in the hotel, so that is definitely affecting the occupation, but that did give me time to finish my book. I finished it during the night, so I'm still counting it as a March read. It's my channel, it's my reading. I decide. You can fight with me on it in the comments if you wish, but yeah, I make my own rules. So I'm counting it. And yeah, I finished Aristotle and Dante Discovers the Secret of the Universe. It was on my reader, which is upstairs, currently charging because I trained that battery. So yeah, how did I enjoy this book? I had like huge expectations at first because when I first discovered booktube, it was a book that was very hyped. It's not a new book obviously, but it was hyped when it got out a lot, and I heard it's one of the titles that I started adding to my Goodreads like in the beginning when I actually started it. So yeah, I had high expectations. But then when I actually started reading it, and I do want to put a disclaimer here, I was told that the author was problematic, so I went and researched all of that, and I went digging a bit to understand what was happening, because honestly, I don't Google every author that I pick up, because I would be on Google every day, all day, and I wouldn't be reading. But I do try to be mindful of that. There was 2 things. One thing that I found was that he addressed a reviewer's review, and he wrote him, and it was like and it was bordering harassment because it was not a good review or something like that. So there's that, which is like, I do not condone that type of behavior. And then the other thing that I saw is that people didn't approve of the anti-trans character, but it wasn't in the book that I read. It wasn't in Aristotle. It was another book completely, and I don't remember what book it was. And honestly, I haven't read that book, so I can't talk for that. I've seen mixed opinions, some saying that it was very anti-trans, but the character was anti-trans in order to prove like a point. It was a villain character. Anyways, like, I get it. Other people were defending him because, like, in order to have anti whatever, you do need to have characters that are anti whatever you're talking about and address it, as long as it's correctly addressed and well done and well addressed. I didn't have so yeah, I had like mixed opinions on that. So honestly, I don't have any opinion myself. I am not a own voice for any of those reps. The author is Mexican, and it does talk a lot about Mexican rep. So I cannot talk about that rep. I cannot talk about LGBTQ plus rep either. In Aristotle, it's there's not really trans rep. It's more 2 gay teenagers, but there is mention of a trans person, which is like there's like a page about it, which was a little bit for me. But having said that, I still read the book. I did enjoy it. I don't think it was a bad book. And again, I'm not like talking about rep. I don't feel like I can talk about that rep. I did feel like it was genuine, that the characters were acting like real teenagers. At the beginning of the book, they are 15, and they are 17 at the end of the book. So that felt very genuine to me and very accurate. teenager wise. I felt like the characters were teenagers and acting like teenagers, and there was a lot of teenage anger, which I appreciated to read about, because it is a thing that I've witnessed. It is a thing that I myself have been through. I was very emotional as a teen. I still am a lot. But before being a teen, I was not emotional at all. I did everything everyone, my parents told me to do. I did not move an inch. And yeah, I was a very, very easy kid. But emotions caught up to me when I was a teen. So yeah, that part I could feel that it was genuine and authentic. I did like the characters' relationship, how it grew. I wasn't impressed by it. And there is one thing that really, really bothered me. It was set in the 80s, and I was expecting a little bit more references to the 80s. I didn't feel like this book being set in the 80s brought anything to the actual book, or the story or the plot or the characters, because no, there were no cell phones or like very modern technologies, but the characters weren't doing anything that they wouldn't do today still, if that makes sense. So I didn't get it, except the fact that in the 80s LGBTQ plus was not as well perceived by others. Like, that's the only thing that I can actually say that, like, having this set in the 80s could impact the story. But then again, we still have very extreme reactions to the LGBTQ plus community, and there's still a lot of work to do on that and a lot of awareness to bring to that. So I don't know. It still would have been believable even if it wasn't in the 80s. So that I felt was very disappointing. I was expecting more. Like, there was mention of some artists from the 80s, but it was like just some mentions of songs they heard on the radio, but like big names, but like songs that we could still listen to today, like Beatles songs or stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, that bothered me quite a bit. And like, I enjoyed my read, I enjoyed the experience. I just don't in awe. I just didn't follow the hype, if that makes sense. So anyways, with all of that, I'm giving this book a 3.5 stars. Not quite a 4 star. It was still good, still above average, but yeah, not definitely not a 5 star for me. So I'm actually glad I didn't end up ordering that book, and I had it on my reader. Maybe I would have unhauled it. So yeah. On that note, it is time for me to go to bed because I haven't slept yet. I did eat lunch, but that's it. I'm done with everything here, and I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll probably see you an update tomorrow. I will be trying to read quite a bit during April. Try to read 100 pages per day. I was not very successful with my page count in March, so I do want to up my game in April. And I'm still like on track for my Goodreads challenge, which is great. Okay, because so far last year I think I was already behind. It was not going very well. So this year I'm still on track. That's good. But I still want to up my game and read as many books as possible. And I do want to get rid of a lot of books that are here so I can buy new books, and so on and so forth. On that note, I will see you later. Hey everyone, so it's now Monday evening. I'm going to try to be quick because I'm losing a lot of light here. I almost didn't sleep during the weekend. I don't know what happened, but I was actually really, really, really productive. I managed to film yesterday all of my footage for April, for my wrap up for March, my TBR for April, and then my coloring, all of that. It took me a good 2 hours, 4 sprints of 45 minutes. So yeah, 3 hours to film everything. It's a lot, but it's done for at least for April. And then we'll start over the next month. I still have so much editing to do. I'm going to prioritize right now April TBR, and then March wrap up, and then continue on where I was at with all of my vlogs to edit, which is good. I have a huge week, lots of things to prep for launching my bookkeeping services. So I have a long list, but it's going well, I think, so far. I also stopped at the bookstore today because yesterday during sprints, I hosted sprints for the first time in like forever. I can't do very early morning sprints anymore because now that my computer is in my bedroom, my husband is sleeping, like I can't do that anymore. But since Princess wasn't sprinting yesterday because she was on vacation, I decided to do impromptu reading sprints, and I went to bed. It was like 3:30 p.m. and I had a hard time falling asleep because I don't know why. That rarely happens. It's not insomnia because I was tired at that point, but I was just kind of in a productivity high, if that makes sense. And it was hard for me to just like stop and just go to bed and rest for a bit. And I had weird dreams. It was so weird. So weird. But yeah, I guess that happens. So during the sprints yesterday, Paula from Family and Books made me realize that her book club pick, which is called Pleasure Your Shelf, great name for a book club. I usually don't participate regularly in other people's book clubs. I do see what they do, and I don't always read the actual books because there's a lot, and I have a hard time like reading my TBR as it is. But when titles really interest me, then I will participate. Or like with Paco's book club, I picked up the Blood Trials, which was on sale. So I decided, why not? And I had a very huge surprise that I was not expecting and might be dethroning my favorite book of all time. So like, we never know. I love discovering new books, but yeah, I don't always participate in them, especially it really depends on what's going on reading wise. It really depends on what I'm reading at the moment. Anyways, so yeah, her book club was the new book from S.A. Chakraborty, and right now I'm reading The Kingdom of Copper. So yeah, this book has been on my radar for ever since it was announced. So yeah, I knew I wanted to pick up that book, and Paula made me realize that they were reading it for April, and I kind of forgot that. I knew she was wanting to read it, but I forgot it was, and realized it was like happening now. So I went on my local library's website and ordered it, and they had it in stock, so they put it aside for me, and I went to pick it up this afternoon after my shift. So it's The Adventures of, I never remember the name, Amina al-Sirafi. It's a pirate book. It looks amazing. It's a shame though, because I realized this after filming my TBR. So I might just add a clip in there just to add this book to my TBR. But yeah, I rarely buy new books because they are not cheap. They are hardcovers, and adult new hardcovers are very pricey. They are 39.50 Canadian dollars. It's a lot. I didn't pay that price. I paid just below because I do have a 10% discount as I'm a teacher. But still, it's a lot of money. I don't do that often, but I don't regret it. And I will be starting it soon, probably once I'm done with The Kingdom of Copper, because I don't want to read two books from the same author at the same time. So yeah, that's it. That's all I had for today. I'm glad that I'm being a little bit more productive. Though this morning I didn't get up. I was really disappointed because my alarm clocks did go off, but I was so tired that I just snoozed until the next hour, and then woke up at 6:20, and it was a little bit late for me, and I had to hurry up very fast to go to school. So yeah, hopefully it's better for the rest of the week. But yeah, I guess since I didn't sleep much, I had to recover somehow, sometime. So yeah, I guess that's when it happened. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how my week went. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching as always. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.